Good morning, everybody. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new playthrough video. It is a rainy morning in Atlanta, and it's supposed to rain all day, so this is going to be a great day to get some stuff done. I want to get the pre-rolls done for 5 leagues from the Borderlands. That's what this video is about, and I'm also going to get some gameplay in today. So let's go ahead and get started. Just to catch you up where I am. In the last video, when I ended it and did the post rolls, I have one character named Rilvan who is out for 2 turns. That's not good because I only have six people in my party. Now I'm down to 5, but you know that's part of the game. I currently have a total of 9 marks, which is the money, 8 adventure points, and 1 story point. And I'm going to be starting on page 75. If you have the rule book. If you have the rulebook digital or print, I really need the print book, Modifius. I'm going to start on page 75, and you can follow along as I make my rolls. So right now, I am in town. When I finished the delve was in the same area on the map as where I am in the village. So that's where I'm going to be starting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll up a local event. It's on page 76. You roll a D100. Green is high. I rolled a 90, and a 90 is swindled. No, that's 96. 90 is something for the road. Yay. A kindly old person packs your lunch. The locals give you 1 pack of rations. So I have 1 pack. Now I have a +1 ration. And the rations are great because you can use them during the upkeep phase, which we're going to do next, I think. Let's keep going. Yeah, step 2 is upkeep. I thought that was the next one. Upkeep, you roll a d6 and you divide by, you're basically rolling a d3. So let's see what I roll here. This is the cost to like feed and, you know, keep my people happy. So I rolled a 6, which means it's going to cost me 3 marks to keep them fed. However, I believe the rules state that I can use a ration, so I'm going to use that ration to feed them. So up 1, down 1. That's how it goes. I'm not paying 3 for upkeep. Not when I don't even know what a ration costs, but I imagine a ration is not 3. Although I guess it could be. We'll check on that in a little bit. All right, let's keep going. In step 2. There's a thing called healing. If characters are injured, they will need to recover. If you paid your upkeep costs, all recovering characters may reduce their recovery time by 1 campaign turn. So Riven is now down to 1 turn, which means he won't play in this one, which is turn 3. He won't play in turn 4, but he will return in turn 5. All right, so let's keep going. Step 3, campaign activities. Well, I am in a village, so there are only certain things I can do. There are certain things you can do if you're camping out in the wilderness. Some things you can do only in town. My choices this turn are blacksmith, gamble. I'm not going to write all these down. Gamble, hard work, help the town guard, meet the locals, pray, recruit, study, train, visit town healer. So there's a lot to do, and it says I can only pick 2 of those. All right, so let's go check them out. Blacksmith, I don't have anything damaged, so I don't need to do that. I'm not going to gamble because I don't have much money. Hard work pays 1 gold mark. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to that. Let's write that down. Hard work, question mark. Help the town guard. The option is not your upkeep costs are. I already paid my upkeep, so we won't be doing help the town guard. Hunting. You can only do that in the camp if you're camping out, so can't do that. Meet the locals. Meet the locals is a chart here where it looks like you could get adventure points, story points, roll up a contract. I already have a contract, so I don't know. Let's put a question mark next to that one. Meet the locals. All right, I can pray. If you pray, you select a character. They are blessed. If they are injured during the campaign turn, you may add +5 to the roll during the injury table. That's not a whole lot. I mean, +5 could, I guess it can make a difference between life and death, but that's not much. Maybe. We'll put, let me see what else I have. Recruit. Definitely, I think I need to recruit. Mainly because I'm down a member and getting it, and it costs a gold mark. But you have to make a leadership test. Make a 7+ leadership. The roll is -1 in a hamlet, +1 in a town. I'm in a village, so there's no modifier. If you succeed, you may add a new warband character. But if you fail it, you still have to pay. If you have 3 or more heroes, which I do, the new recruit is a follower. So this will be a follower. A failed roll means the money is lost. Okay. Also, the downside is when you get a follower, you have to buy their weapons and armor. So, I don't know. Let's see. But I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm going to have to recruit. Okay, what else do I have? Study. Make a 9+ scholar test. If you succeed, roll up a random skill on the skills table. You may assign it to any character that does not have any skill currently. Well, all of my folks have skills. So that won't help. Train. Well, you get 1 XP. Yeah, that's not bad. Visit the town healer. Select a single injured character and reduce their recovery time. Ooh, now that's a good one. Town healer. It costs 1 mark, but it takes 1 turn off. You may select a character that just had their final turn of recovery time. If so, they can join in the battle. So if I pay 1 this turn, he's down to 1 turn. And then on the next turn, if I pay it ahead of time, he's done. So I could get him back at turn 4. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. All right, so this is -1 mark, and this is -1 mark. Riven is down to out for 1 turn. And let me go back to recruit. I need to make a leadership test. So what you do is you roll 2d6, and it has to equal 7 or higher. And none of my characters have the leadership. They don't have the leadership ability. I don't think they do. I don't think your commander automatically gets the leadership role. But let me double check that. We'll go down to making a character and generating your heroes. Mentality, quality. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about automatically getting the leadership ability for one of your heroes who you pick to be the leader, I guess. They're all heroes or followers, so that's fine. There's nothing there that can really help me. All right, so where was I? I was under recruit. So I got to make a 7+ test. So come on, 7 or higher. 7 or higher. I rolled a 6. So I'm out of the thing, and I did not get a recruit. So close. Okay, that's all right. But my town healer managed to get Riven down 1 turn. All right, so let's keep going. That was step 3. Step 4 is trade. I can buy anything on the commons good table one item each. So I can't buy like 2 armor or 2 shields or something. And I get 1 roll on the rare goods table. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what this. So rare goods is on page 89. So you roll a D100. Green is high. That's a 4. Weapon of choice. Fine. A fine weapon cannot be damaged. Select any weapon on the common goods list. Add 5 to the cost. Ooh. Okay. Any weapon on the commons good. Okay. A standard weapon is 1. Plus 5 would be 6, and it's fine. And I have 9, 8, 7. I have 7 marks left. That would take all but 1. I can't do that. I don't really need any weapons this turn. Bandages, shield, helmet, coil of rope, rations. Rations are 3, by the way. So I could have just paid the 3 and not used one of my rations. But oh well. Tonic. What is a tonic? I think a tonic does something. Silver tree leaf. Let me go see what those do. I wrote down at the beginning of my book here, I wrote down pages so I could reference them. The assorted items is on page 63. So let's go back to 63. A tonic. What is a tonic? All right. Tonic is... man, there's a lot of stuff. Tonic, a surprising play. Use this at any time to reduce the recovery time of a character by 1 campaign turn. Ooh. I could buy a tonic and use it any time. How much is a tonic? I think it was... I'll have to go look. What else would I possibly need? What is that silver roof? Silver leaf. One dose allows you to re-roll the results of a post-game injury. Well, I didn't know that. I should have known that. If the character would have died, increase recovery time by plus D3 campaign turns. So I do have some silver tree leaf. Rations. Yeah. Speed, springwood berries. Let me go back. Maybe I do want to do the prep stages on page 75. So let's see what I can buy. I don't know. I've got, with 7 marks, I could afford to buy something maybe good that would help my crew. A tonic is 4. Ugh. 4, and I have 7 left. That will leave me with 3. The silver tree is 6. Ooh, I can't afford that. Wow. Okay. The all the good stuff is like 6. I can't afford that. I can't afford anything anymore. Let's see. Well, I could buy a tonic for 4 and bring Rilvan back this turn because he's down to 1 turn with the healer, and then the tonic would bring him back. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna spend 4, so I'm down to 3 marks now, and I'm gonna buy a tonic. And then I'm going to use it, and Rilvan is back. There you go. All right, so that worked out well. And that's all I'm really going to buy this turn. I can't afford anything else. That was step 4. Step 5 is research. You may do some prep work. During this step, you may carry out a roll for connections, or you may attempt to track down a camp or hideout. I'm not going to do the camp or hideout yet. So I'll roll on this connections table. It looks like you can get things like adventure points, contracts. I don't want a contract, but let's roll it. That is a 94. You may undertake a quest. Well, I think I already have a quest, but you know what? I'm going to write it down here. See page 105. All right, we'll check that out. Maybe I don't have a quest. All right, step 6, decide your adventure. All right, so here we go. My choices. I can explore a location, battle an enemy threat, ride a patrol, carry out a contract, rest up, or quest, if applicable. Let's go check out this quest on page 105. I don't think I've done one of these. So, Modifius, please get those books out. I am so tired of swiping pages to find what I need. 105, quest. You will get the opportunity, sometimes you'll get the opportunity to begin a quest. It will send you all over the map carrying out tasks that complete the adventure. Each quest consists of a series of tasks that must be accomplished, each of which represents a step in the ongoing story. They are generated randomly, and you may need to complete the same type of task more than once. Quests are not time sensitive. You may complete one task, carry out different activities, and then come back to a quest. After completing each step, roll a d6. If the roll is below the number of tasks you have completed successfully, you are ready to move to the quest final. So you're going to get at least 2 tasks before you have a chance to roll a 1, which would end the quest. When beginning a quest, simply generate the first task. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a quest. To generate a task, to be completed, including the first one, roll on each of the tables below. To generate it, okay, so the first task is a D100. The quest location will never be in the map area you are currently located. So I'm going to have to travel. There's going to be a travel event. The first D100 roll is to determine where you will have to go to complete the task. All right, let's see where I got to go. 85. 85 is place an unexplored location in the wilderness. Once you have explored it, add the quest. I rolled an 85, and I have to place an unexplored, which that tells me what I've got to do this time if I want to do this. Place an unexplored location in the wilderness. Once you have explored it, then add the quest location to the same map area. If you find a delve, you only need to clear 1 depth to progress. All right, it says you cannot undertake 2 quests at the same time, so there we go. So if I find that I do have a quest, which I'm pretty sure I do not after 3, this is turn 3, so no, I don't have a quest. I'm getting confused with 5 parsecs, which I do have a quest in that game. All right, make a roll in the quest find table. All right, so we did the quest. Here's the quest task. So I can't do the quest task quest location. Place an unexplored location in the wilderness. Once you have explored it, add the quest location to the map. All right, then I can do the quest task. All right, so basically for this turn, I'm going to have to do an unexplored location. So the way this works is you come to, on page 90 is this thing called, it's the Many Roads to Adventure. I call it the adventure map. It helps you it sort of simplifies the choices you have to make. And exploring a location, unexplored location, is under Explore Location, which is page 92. So let's jump to page 92, and there it is. Right, well, I thought it was there. Explore a location. That's not right. Unexplored location. Choose. Oh, it's all of the different options begin on page 92. So I got to go find it. Unexplored. Okay, so let's find here it is. Unexplored location is on page 94, and I think I've done one of these. At various points in the game, you will be instructed to add an unexplored location. If the test specifies as a near location, add it to the same map area. It's not. So I will have to do a travel event. When reaching the location, roll a D100 on the following table to determine what you find. The reveal may result in a map. Okay, so if a battle takes place, proceed to the encounter section. You do that immediately. So let's see what I have. There is a chart on page 95, which is going to tell me what is... I'm going to do a travel event. Now, whether I get here with an uneventful travel or something else remains to be seen. But let's see what is here. So roll a D100, that is a 60, which is an enemy camp. Add an enemy camp to the current map area. So where this unexplored location is, I will add an enemy camp, and it says randomly select which threat it represents. This camp is not hidden. Okay, so randomly select which threat. So I have 3 threats. Let me get my old character sheet here that's not updated, but it's got the map in it. All right, so the wilderness that I'm here in Oak Pass. The map is probably, if you want to download this, I always make my roster sheet and my map and my notes sheet available as a download. So you'll be able to get this downloaded. The link will be in the video description below. All right, so I need to go into the wilderness. So here's Lost Oak Forest. We'll say it's there. I'm going to put enemy camp right here. And this is where I'm going to be traveling. So the enemy camp, I have, well, I didn't write down my 3. I kind of remember what they are. I think they're the lizard men. Let me, real quick, apologies, I'm going to go check the master sheet that I have to see what my enemies are, and there's 3 of them, and I should have, for some reason they didn't print on this this sheet, so I'm doing 4 or 5 leagues. All right, I have the Gnawing Horde. Let me write this down on here. I have the Gnawing Horde. I have the Ruin Within. These are the threats for this land, and the Oldest Kin. Okay, so let's see what it is. So, in order, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 3, which is the Ruin Within. All right, so I need to, before I jump too far, I want to do the travel event to see if I'm even going to make it there. Travel event is on page 111, and let's get to the travel event and see what happens as I travel to this land. All right, travel. You roll a D100, and I rolled a 3, which is uneventful. Excellent. Absolutely nothing happens. Okay, good. So I will be fighting an enemy camp, Ruin Within. Let's go see what the enemy is. So the enemies are way in the back of the book. And they're broken down by category, or by, I guess, by type. They start on page 151. Let me write that down. Enemies are on page 151. Now, I'm writing all these pages down because it helps me jump to them since I don't have the physical book, but knowing my luck, the book will arrive tomorrow. So let's go find Ruin Within. So here it is. This is the very first one. The Ruin Within. So what you have is you have a chart, a random chart that you'll roll to see what type of enemy you are. They also have special abilities. This one says, foes from this encounter table are often known to local nobility, who are eager to have wandering adventurers rid them of the pest. You may claim +1 gold mark for any leader figure slain when fighting foes from this encounter list. Payment for the mistress. If you are in over your head, you may buy your way out of a battle in the tracking phase. Pay 1 gold mark per enemy figure still on the table and end the battle immediately. Basically, you're bribing the enemy to let you go. All right, let's see who I'm going to be fighting. That is a 54 Blood-Stained Renegades. Bandits, deserters, and other lowlifes who burn and loot for the heck of it. Their traits are brave. Sergeants are tough. Tough is, they can't be stunned, which is not good. If you get a sergeant, which you almost always do. So let's flip the page real quick, because we're now doing the... All right, so what did I get? I got Blood-Stained Renegades. Let's take a look and see what they're all about. They are number +1, so there'll be one additional one. Their move, their speed, oh man, their speed is 5 + 2, so if they sprint, they can go 7. Combat is +1, damage is +0, their toughness is 4, and their armor is 1. These guys are going to be hard, and they are two ranged enemy. 2 bows are in that group. All right, now that we know what we're going to be fighting, let's go see where. Let's see. Let's see where we roll up the encounter. So there was no travel event. And what I've got to do now is determine the number. Here we go. The battle encounter. So the first thing you do, there are 6 types of scenarios. Sight battle, monster lair, raid, defensive battle, meeting engagement. It's a meeting engagement because it's not. It didn't say it was defensive. It's definitely not a raid. There are 2 types of raid depending on whether you're attacking a camp or a hideout. Oh, this is a camp, so it is a raid. Okay. Sight battle is a delve. If you're exploring a delve, you play a sight battle. Monster lair. Okay, I'm not doing that. So definitely this is a raid. All right. So that will affect, I guess, the setup of the playboard. Step 1, determine the foe. Well, I already did that. Bloodstained Renegades. Step 2, this is done. Step 2 is determine the number. You roll 2d6, and you pick the highest number, and then you add whatever this is. Oh, man, come on. 2 and a 4. So I rolled a 4, but their number is +1, so there are 5 of these guys. Now, but there's a modification here. If you were conducting a raid on a camp, increase the enemy number by 1. So now it's 6. Then, comparable enemy numbers. If after adjustments you outnumber the enemy by more than 1, you raise it by 1. I'm not outnumbering the enemy. They're outnumbering me. When facing an unknown enemy, I'm not. Step 3, enemy armaments. Ranged troops carry listed weapons and a light weapon. So each one of them, except for the bowman, carries a light weapon. Ranged troops carry the listed and a light weapon. They carry a standard weapon if armed with a throwing weapon. Ranged troops carry a listed weapon and a light. If they carry melee enemies can carry a standard weapon. So 4 of my 6 will have standard weapons and 2 will have bows. Note that enemies do not wear specific type of armor. They just have an armor rating. Okay. Determine the enemy leadership. Step 3 was, okay, armament. Okay, I got that. Step 4. An enemy force is typically led by an individual. Roll a d100 on the leadership table to see what it is. All right, so there's a leadership table here, and I rolled a 1. No leadership. No leader. Okay, that works in my favor. If you were playing with a warband of size 8, which I'm not, add a sergeant. If you were playing a defensive battle, not. If you were playing a raid, add a lieutenant. in addition to the roll. So there is one lieutenant plus a lieutenant. A lieutenant is +1 combat and +1 toughness to a max of 5, so that will push him. And the lieutenant has parry and tough. And again, tough means you can't be stunned, and parry gives them a chance to dodge any damage I do. Ugh. Okay, I did not roll a unique foe, so I do not have to do step 5. That's not applicable. Let's see, is that it? And then, of course, the battle terrain setup. I'm doing a raid. So, scenario meeting. Let's see, where do you do the raid? Here we go. Raid is on, the raid setup is on page 137. And it looks like I'll be lining my guys up over here. There'll be some enemies around the center of the table and then some towards the back. I'm not going to go over this right now. If you have the rule book, you can read it and see how I'm going to set it up. But page 137 is how I will set up the raid. Deploy Warman, sneak up, so there's a chance I might be able to sneak up. The objective in a raid is to scatter the enemies and defeat them. So you got to hold the field. That's the way you win it. And then if a warband figure makes contact with the center terrain feature within rounds 1 to 4, you may roll on the loot table immediately and claim what you roll. You may retreat over the edge of the battlefield with no consequences during a raid. If you fail to clear the battlefield, the camp has not been destroyed. The next time you attack it, you will face the same type of enemy, but their strength and composition must be rolled again. So I'll need to make a note on the map that these are the bloodstained renegades. Rewards. If you complete the objective, you get D6 marks. All right. So that is it for this video. I successfully brought back Relvin through a use of paying a healer and paying for a tonic. So I've got a full 6 there. I burned a lot of money. I lost a ration. I spent 4 and 6, so 7. I'm down to, let's see. I spent 1 and 1. That took me down to 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. So I have two marks left to my name. That's it. But I'm on a quest, which is cool. I found the unexplored location, and it has an enemy camp, which I will fight. And if I win that is a quest task successful. And I know what I'll be fighting. No leader, but there is a lieutenant. So there are 5 standard dudes and 1 lieutenant. And I'm pretty sure that the lieutenant is not an extra person. It's quest foes. Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. Deploy enemy. No, that's not it. Come on. This book is so scattered. It drives me insane. The quest finale. I'm not doing a quest. I'm not doing resting up. Enemy threat. I'm not going to make you watch this. I'll find it again. I'll find out if the lieutenant counts towards the 6, so I'll have 7, or if he's one of the 6, and we'll figure that out before the next battle. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I did the pre-rolls for turn number 3 of 5 Leagues from the Borderland. The next video in this series will be the actual battle up against the blood-stained Renegades. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Take care.